this. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend.
Tonight, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. See Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Miami Dolphins. Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Tua going to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Mulder closes on for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
Now they go play action now. Burrow steps away to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Touchdown! Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Bengals are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. 1 play, 75 yards, 6 points. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Second down and a run by Robinson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Got a man, complete to Cedric Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A couple of first downs, has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column. They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 42. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Tackle on that play by Quentin Williams. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 23. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Tua now on first down. Being chased out left. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try the left side. Christie, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have moved out in front. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Offense running back out here, and you remember last drive was pretty quick, about 10 seconds, Charles. One play, very long pass play that ended in the end zone. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The numbers for Mixon last week: 15 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Burrow will throw. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving? Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Hill's hit, and he lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. They'll roll him out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And Burrow going to throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Emmanuel Ogbah racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Burrow going for it on 4th. That is caught by Anderson. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Steps away. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase from 13 yards out as his guys have now moved out in front. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
McPherson now for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On play action, here's Tua. That throw complete to his tight end Long. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Tua to throw again. Got a man. It's Waddle complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Well, a great grab by Wilson. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Play action. Now it's Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. That time a 9-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. 1st down. Here's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Well, let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That can be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Bengals grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. and they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He will find his man Chase complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go.
From the 16, Burrow flush to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Here we go.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. This is caught. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they?
He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
We have seen big play.
Mike McDaniel, he's going to ask him to take a closer look at this call. And out comes the challenge flag. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Rolling to his right. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete.
Down inside the 10.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The gain of 39 that time.
Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that gives him a 3-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now Tua. Caught. It's Wilson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 10 yards there and a Bengal first.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Mixon. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. They go play action with Burrow. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. They run for it with Mixon. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. And they've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the fourth down conversion.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Play action. It's Burrow. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, they need to make something happen for a chance at a comeback, and I'd say that qualifies. They took advantage of the play-action pass by the offense, ran right through it, and got a big sack in a big moment.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And that is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. On first down, Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Just a yard to go here on second down. Robinson up the middle. Evades him at the 10. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
2 and now, 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Trayvon Walker able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
Rosa's kick is good, and the Dolphins have tied things up here in the 4th.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
Steps away to his left. That'll be caught by Anderson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Throwing now, Burrow on first down.
And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And, partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's a give to Mixon.
Down at the 25.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. it hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bengals have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So Tua and the Dolphins down by 7, a minute 53 remaining. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on first and 10. Tua's throw caught by his receiver Hill. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Tua to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 28. Tua going to try and go quickly here. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. First down now, but that clock rolling. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Tua being chased out left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Now Tua to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He is going to find Hill here. And the Dolphins are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we can only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call. So for the Bengals, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles.
Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.